Why is ETS so popular? It's hard to pinpoint exactly why, but many do ask this exact question and have varying opinions for it. Give them a read if you have some spare time. Try answering it for yourself too. What makes you play it? If you play it daily, what brings you back? Is ETS II free? In short, no. It's usually on Steam for about £15 or €17 or $20. But if it's on sale, the price drops to around £4 or €4.50 or $5.50. So it's a pretty good bargain. During these sales, a lot of the DLCs also have massive discounts, and they can be featured in bundles, so keep an eye out for those. Will there be ETS III? Likely not. ETS II released in October of 2012. Since then, they've been updating it multiple times each year. As of recording, we're approaching version 1.40. To simply drop that and switch to a new game, so to speak, wouldn't make much sense, as it isn't a typical franchise game. That is, compared to the ones that release a new game every year. Is ETS realistic? This is rather opinionated, but yes. In some ways it may be lacking, but in others it brings some of the closest realism to the real world you could find from a simulator. The build of the trucks, the handling of the trucks and trailers, the dangerous conditions on the road, the sheer amount of mod support enables these features to be expanded further. Which truck sim is best? Again, that's up to you. It's best to try both to find out for yourself. Using my thoughts as a very rough guide, ETS II has more places to explore across various cultures and regions, whereas ATS has fewer, so far. But it packs in more detail and unique sights to see with each place you visit. What is the cheapest truck in ETS II? Well, after checking all the prices of the first entries of each truck dealer, it seems to be how to download and install ETS II for free. You don't, just buy it on Steam, or the disc version, but the Steam version is required for MP and a few other things. What's the best truck in ETS II? That is also subjective. It can depend on your taste or what factors you're aiming for. Whether you want power, looks, good handling. It's entirely up to you. Just experiment with them and see which ones you like. Is Scania better than Volvo? That may take a bit more than a simple question to answer. This video by TGM, linked below, explains a few differences between the two, though it mainly focuses on handling and power and things like that. So if you wonder which one looks better, that's entirely up to you. What's the most powerful truck in ETS II? In short, look at the previous question. It basically answers this. It's Volvo or Scania. Can you play ETS II on a laptop? Yes, and many do. Simply compare your specs with the minimum or recommended specs on the Steam page. If you are noticing performance issues on a laptop, turn down some of the post-processing effects and a few other things. You may have to mess with it a bit. Is it available for Android and PS4? No and no, but you can technically play using Nvidia's GeForce Now, which can work for phones. You're only limited to an hour of playtime per session, but that should be enough for a job or two. And no, you cannot use Truckers MP with it, because that's only for PC. Is the MAN a good truck? Depends what you class as good, I suppose. For performance? For looks and customization, it currently doesn't have a tuning pack, so it's lacking in that aspect, but if it has one in future, it may be a good contender. How many gigabytes is ETS II? Well, the specs page states you need around 5 gigs of space. This is likely for only the base game part. If you have every DLC available, as of recording, you'll need about 8 to 9 gigs. So compared to other games that have this much stuff, that's pretty good going.